Even though I did commit crimes during the previous game.
This older game doesn't recognize all. You'll have to take each thing individually.
Alright, I'll take the brass lamp too. After all, there are no cops so far in this one. Take lamp. Take. Oh, okay. Take lamp. Okay. Take wood. Take bottle. What else is there? Never know what key's gonna unlock. I got to know playing fantasy games. Alright.
You know, and actually, Peter, this game, this was the first adventure game. I mean, it's called Adventure. All adventure games afterwards are echoing the name of this game.
Well, I understand how groundbreaking this game is and how this was the first, but I said I ought to know having played fantasy games because I played those modern fantasy games before I played this.
Right.
You see?
Right.
So back to backtracking. What now?
Well, what's the point of this game?
Adventure, right? Follow.
And what's the title of the game?
Colossal Cave Adventure. So naturally, to get the strongest part of the game running, I'd have to find Colossal Cave. Wait a minute. Cool.
I think if it works, cave would probably be enough. See if it works.
I don't know where the cave is, but hereabouts in the stream.
So you were on the right track before.
All right.
Doesn't know the word colossal.
Doesn't know the word Colossal Cave when its very title is Colossal Cave Adventure. Ooh. 20-foot depression floor is buried or sent into the... Oh, so they're saying there's just dirt inside the depression, so if you walk onto it, you know, you'll, like, sink in some traditional adventure movie quicksand situation.
You might be reading too much into that.
Set into the dirt is a strong steel. Ooh. Unlock. Great. Convenient that the keys to the grate were, you know, left in the building where I started, you know, so far away from the grate. After all, the builder wouldn't have the grate, or the monster who owns it wouldn't at all be interested in the keys to the grate. But maybe the game makers would be interested in you being interested in it. I said open the grate. Or a small chamber with a 3x3 steel grate to the surface. It's a dim light at the east end of the passage. Is there a word for... Could I just type in equip lamp so that I'd be able to see... Excuse me. So that I'd be able to see what I was doing?
Try it.
Let's just...
Yeah, this game doesn't recognize... yeah, there you go. You figured it out.
E. Equip. Lamp. I expect a plot element would be a burning out. Oh, maybe I should do E. Equip.
You know, it's the word equip it doesn't know.
Let's try hold. four-letter word after all. Intern. I said take out lantern.
I think I just saw the word out. Actually, I don't know why that didn't make any sense to me.
Cobbles leading. Oh, so I have to go west to get into the cobbles. You're in cobble crawl. Small wicker cage. Let's see how smart this be. Enter. I said open it. Open it, open it.
Fracture.
Just testing its intelligence. Oh, that.
How likely was that to work, Peter?
I don't know. I think it's kind of fun to type in meaningless gibberish to the computers that it'll.
In the days before computers were run by menus and icons to click on, that is how everybody interacted with a computer. You typed something, and then the computer either told you.
Of computers doing that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything from Sesame Street to Jurassic Park, you will see, a blank black screen similar to this, and people will just type in something with the computer.
Yep.
So I understand how that works. Say, what were text adventure games like before this came along and inspired the adventure genre?
There were no text adventure games before this. This was the first one.
Oh. So this is like the father of all games, basically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there were games. There were
computer games then.
Yeah, you could play tic-tac-toe. You could play Battleship. There was a lunar lander game. Yeah, you could probably chess, checkers.
I love chess.
The chess games weren't all that good. The programming wasn't all that powerful. But a lot of games that were grid-based, number-based, you could play. This was unusual because you were typing words and the computer was responding in words.
Well, then how would you communicate with a computer even more early than these ones when you would type it in and respond?
Believe it or not, before keyboards and screens like this, you actually had to punch holes in little pieces of paper called punch cards, and the computer would read the holes in the card, and that's how you talk to a computer.
So is that how the Enigma breakers would work?
Yeah, I think punch cards were probably an advantage over what the Enigma code breakers had to deal with.
We'll get into Enigma code breakers later. Let's see.
He likes World War II.
Oh boy, do I ever. Well, not the fighting, the history.
Okay, what are we trying to do now? Let's get focused back on
trying to figure out how to open the cage and see what's inside the cage.
Did you try examining the cage?
Oh, that might work.